Hi, I'm Steve Judge, and I'm reading excerpts from my autobiography, Don't Lean on Your Excuses, a world champion's courageous story that inspires living with no regrets. So, my book is available to pre-order and buy. If you click on the link attached to this video, that will take you through to the Amazon website where you can get yourself a copy. Now, later on in the video, I'm going to be sharing with you how you can win free tickets to the book launch party. That's going to be in October, and I'm really looking forward to meeting as many people there. But first of all, let me just read an excerpt from chapter 24, and this is called Work-Related Stress. So before this, there was a lot of problems going on with a redundancy that I was going through, as well as many issues in my personal life and training hard as well. And it all kind of came to a head in a meeting at work. So this is where I'll start from. I was excused from work, and it was suggested that I go and set up a session with the counsellor and book a doctor's appointment. I did both immediately, had my first session with the counsellor the very next day. I again wrote some notes in advance before my session. I explained how I needed decisions and awareness of my future. I would have sleepless nights and wake up tired and feeling low. It felt like I couldn't do anything right. I would have a dizzy head, start hyperventilating, finding it hard to breathe, and I'd struggle to stop crying. I was stressed because I didn't know what the future held for me, and also because of the amount of work I had to do, even though I was leaving. I felt depressed about the inductions I had to go and do with the new starters and lying to people. I just felt ever so lonely. I don't know how helpful my sessions were, but it was good to talk, to share and to offload, and I guess that's what I really needed. I took the same notes to the doctor the next day, and we had a good chat about them. I was signed off for a full 2 weeks on a diagnosis of work-related stress. As she announced, my heart sank as the thought of the stigma attached. Signed off work with stress, I thought. I was stronger than this. After all that I'd been through and suffered, I thought I could handle myself. Why was this different? Why? I guess in the past, it was expected that I'd be struggling emotionally. I was going through trauma with life-changing experiences and oodles of pain. Of course I was expected to be low, decumbent, and have a hit rock bottom. But here and now, it was different. I had everything going for me, didn't I? I had a wife, kids, a career. I was a 2-time world champion. The world thought I had it all. There was a pressure to keep up the facade and pretense, always smiling. I decided not to share how tough it was. I bottled it up. I didn't talk to anybody. I could have, of course I could have, but I didn't. They've got their own worries. They don't need to hear mine. Anyway, I'll be okay. I've been through worse. But every situation is different. The less I shared, the more it built up. And then it just exploded like a volcano, or like a gasket on an engine, because mine had certainly stopped working. Or maybe it was like a dam bursting its banks, with the water symbolising all of my tears. Whatever the analogy, it most certainly had just happened to me. The one thing that was sure for now was that I was finally getting some help. Signed off work for 2 weeks. Before I left, I turned and asked, what am I supposed to do in these 2 weeks? Is there a programme that I should follow, or something, or a report that I need to fill in? She looked at me and smiled. No, Mr. Judge. Just do what makes you happy and try and relax. I left the surgery feeling 10 tons lighter and a 2-week openness in front of me, and I smiled. So I really enjoy that, reading about that, sharing that, because that's something that I hold back about the consequences of all the training that I did, and getting stressed and depressed. You know, people use the word depressed and they don't know when to use it or not, and I guess I haven't used it, but I have there, because reading through that was the consequence. Everything had built up. The big thing, I didn't talk to anybody about it. Like I said there, I could have done, but I didn't. And that's the big thing I learned from that, is about talking to people about the problems, about what I'm going through, sharing. They may be able to help, they may not be, or they may be able to know somebody that can help. The thing is, you're talking to someone, and that's what's so important, is to share what you're going through. So it's really good to share that in my book, so it's out there. So that was an excerpt from my book. Now, like I said, if you click on the link, that will take you through to the Amazon website where you can pre-order yourself a copy. Now, if you take a screenshot of that, because this is for the free tickets, the prize, take a screenshot of you pre-ordering, and post that out on social media with the hashtag Don't Lean on Your Excuses, as it says here on the video. Now I will pick that up and we will pick 5 lucky winners and you'll get a free ticket to the book launch party. That's in October. It's going to be 100 people, friends, family, people that have helped me on my journey. There's going to be some memorabilia there, a bit of food, a bit of drink, and I'm really looking forward to meeting everybody there, and hopefully that includes you. Otherwise, I'm going to carry on reading my book for a little bit longer. Oh, that's not good. I think you're ready to try something. I'll do that again. No, that doesn't work because there's no rhythm. 3, 2. So my book is available to order. You're giggling. I can't do it.
I'm still giggling.
That will come later on in the book.